I would definitely take a watch that optimizes my time, though. I like how the door shield just says, the door tag just says, like, office.
This is my office?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Very pretty.
Okay, time to work.
Okay, I guess we're sitting down. Gosh, I really hope we got all the clues from the first scene. What are we doing? And why? We just want to sit in front of the board? Apparently. Ah, we can use our glasses.
Step 1. Change the office.
Okay, we have Maple Leaf, we have Tsunami Wave, or we have Planets. Okay, the arrow keys don't work, actually. Ah, you have to pull. Ah, and we have also Cloud. I don't know, let's try the Galaxy theme? Fancy. It kind of seems more like VR than AR, though. It looks very fancy, but also a little bit barren, right? No? Norman walked so Connor could run. Yeah, it really feels like a very early version of like Connor's whole set of abilities and stuff, right? And I mean, we do look cool with the glasses. I think that's okay. Let's go with this one. The thing is, I'm just not 100% sure how to kind of lock that in, Clear. Ah, I thought Clear would mean like ignoring everything. Let's go for the clues.
Well,
I also,
looks like there's something new.
I also really do like the investigation mechanic so far, Luna. Ah, there with the origami figure. Geoanalysis, normal analysis, clear all. Have a geoanalysis?
Just one origami store in town.
I mean, the city I live in is not very big, but I don't think we have like a dedicated origami store. And I mean, you can kind of buy like origami paper probably everywhere where you can find like stuff for handicraft.
No prints or specific clues. Nothing
Put
much
some
to go
resin
on.
in it? Crazy. Does anywhere have a dedicated origami store? I must investigate. I'm quite sure in Japan you can find stuff like that. But like outside of Japan, and this game doesn't seem to be playing in Japan, right? But please tell me your results of your investigation. Okay, that was the orchid flower. A flower of the orchid family. A funeral flower.
Common species. That doesn't help much.
I also never knew that like orchids are considered a funeral flower. The more you know. And sometimes you have to do those
The orchid is a
movements
common
very
species. It can be found at any
slowly and
flower shop.
deliberately. Yeah, that doesn't help. gosh, we forgot something. We forgot a clue, didn't we? Slowly. Sure.
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side
Picture
of the road behind the
enhancement.
railroad line. It may be the killer's car.
We had like 20 pixels. How did we see that? We have one in the city center, the Botanic Gardens. Ooh, interesting, Alistair. And it just features like origami paper. That's really crazy. At least it seems crazy to me. Okay, let's go for the files. It is kind of cool. I like Jaden. Origami Killer victims and Origami Killer modus operandi. Let's start with the victims.
8 victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later. Drowned in rainwater.
Ew. So they're put somewhere so that like rainwater's drowning them? That's messed up. I mean, who would have thought a serial killer being messed up? But like, why? Crazy. Was there anything else interesting in there? Not really, right? I wonder why there were never any signs of struggle. Why did all the children just like accompany the killer? Free model origami papers, you pay them to do the activity for you. Sounds very fun. Kinda defeating the purpose, right? This is a joke, but probably not wrong. Seems like it does normal craft stuff too, but origami is its specialty. Ah, interesting.
Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found.
Wonder what the
Means
meaning
they
behind
remained
that
alive
is.
for several days before being drowned.
Why origami?
Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on.
Well, so far, so unhelpful. Ah, come on. The controls are really horrible. Okay, I think we didn't do the geoanalysis for the victims, right? Let's do that. Maybe we get like a...
Killer has a large comfort zone. He gained confidence rapidly and moved away from his base. This won't make the geoprofiling any easier.
I just want to say, maybe we can like narrow it down with the locations for the orchids. No, not at all. But I kinda... Environment is just like the office environment, right? Yeah. I'm kinda clueless. It kinda feels like we did everything. We can have a look at the map. Have a look at the map. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. That kind of feels like a failure, right? Oh gosh, all our protagonists kind of broken.
Here we go again. I better go wash my face.
Come on, you can do this, Jaden.
I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist.
Oh my gosh, we look like a
It's
zombie.
all right. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
Now we have to move. Oh my gosh, we really do look like a zombie. Me after 10-hour Final Fantasy 14 session. Wow. No. Crypto. I don't know what kind of drug it is. But let's try to not
Is everything
find out.
alright, sir?
No. He didn't even wait for an answer.
No one.
Dig.
No one must see.
In someone already saw. Ah, like this. Yeah, okay, so at least 2 out of 3 protagonists are kind of unstable. Oh, that's Ethan, right? I think I recognize the hair. Well, that wasn't Ethan. That's Ethan. Great job. Yeah, but Blake
This is Lieutenant
is
Blake,
there.
Mr. Marsh. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses. And when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about...
Did we even have a time? guessing.
5:15, I think. I'm not really sure.
Kinda sounds like me though.
What was your son wearing when he
This time?
disappeared?
He was wearing a coat.
I think it was brown.
A brown coat.
What the heck is that? It has been like, how long? Like half an hour? I don't remember anything. I'm just role-playing Ethan, you know? It's not cause my mind is a thief as well.
And a pair of pants.
I have no...
Beige pants.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
On bench? I don't know.
I went to sit on a bench a little way off. I didn't notice right away the carousel had stopped. That must have been when Sean disappeared.
You say you took your son to the park.
Black tuxedo and black pants officer. He was dressed for the Ritz. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Can't even recognize Ethan in Ethan cutscene. I'm sorry.
After school. But you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
Okay, at least in Germany, you have to wait actually some time before reporting people as missing. Like, I searched.
I searched the whole neighborhood for him. I thought he couldn't have gone far.
Did Sean have any particular difficulties, Mr. Mars? Anything that might have caused him to run away?
Isn't my last name Mars? Is it Morris now? And I kind of forgot the question because I was so confused by the name. Is it Ethan Morris? Wasn't it Ethan Mars? I don't know what you asked. I go with yes.
Sean is a sensitive child. Our relationship has been a little difficult recently.
Everything okay at school? Any particular problems between you and your wife?
Like, no?
No, nothing in particular.
It didn't really seem to be too helpful, right?
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight.
Yeah,
we'll
see, we
contact
got
you if
past
we
the
have any more
Morris.
questions.
Do you think the Origami Killer...
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple hours.
But what if it is the Origami
Great.
Killer?
Well, then
Great
we
job,
have about
police.
4 days to find him alive.
Yeah. Feels like they're really helping us, right? Oh, there's our
Did
ex-wife.
they find something?
No, nothing yet. But they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Do they? Do they think it's the Origami Killer?
It's still too early to say. But it is a possibility.
Gosh.
What happened, Ethan? How could you lose Sean like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason?
Oof.
I'm sorry. It's not what I meant to say. I miss him so much.
Aw. Oh gosh, can we kinda... No. Ah. Oh boy. Kinda just says things in a weird way. So you think the FBI agent is kinda like the prototype Connor? I mean, I guess he kinda is. Kinda feels like we very often have the same music track.
Good evening. Good evening to you, sir.
Can we steal something? Gosh, it's still raining. Lots of snacks. Lots of open snacks. Okay, I think we can't steal or buy anything interesting. But hey, here you see the store selection. Very important part of play. Like walking around corners when the camera changes is so confusing. Also very interesting combination. It seems like they're mainly like selling like snacks, I guess, but then here we have like, I don't know, like potatoes. Is it like mushrooms? Like on the top row, second to the left? And then like strawberries? It's an interesting store.
Can I help you, sir?
Well, I hope so. My name's Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. I'm investigating the case of the Origami Killer. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My son is dead, Mr. Shelby. I have nothing more to say.
Oh gosh, we're just meeting like all the parents of the victims.
The killer has kidnapped another victim. A 10-year-old boy. Like your son, Risa. I have 4 days before we find his body on a deserted stretch of wasteland.
No one did anything to save my son. Now, you would please to move along, sir.
But the question is also who hired him, right? Because I mean, he seems to be like a private detective, right? Because I mean, he's not with the police. So who's paying him to investigate?
I also lost someone I loved. I know what you're feeling.
Then you will understand that I do not wish to talk about it.
Oh dang.
Oh, do you sell inhalers? I'm all out and At least I won't go away completely empty-handed.
In the back of the store, to the right.
Thanks.
Dramatic music, buying an inhaler. Why is the music so dramatic? Like, for real. Here.
Good evening, sir.
Oh my gosh, he looks so much like a robber.
Looking for something in particular?
Give me what you got in the register.
Is this going to be a theme? We go to the parents of a victim, they're getting assaulted, and we help them?
Don't fucking try anything.
I
Open the
guess
register,
so.
you dumb fuck. Put the money on the counter. Shit, you deaf or what? Are you gonna open that fucking register or not?
No, sir.
Am I like
You do not
assaulting
have the right
from
to steal
behind?
that money from me. I
We
have
shouldn't,
worked very hard
walk
to
over
earn it.
the crisps.
cannot have
I
it.
think he's going to hear us.
What did you say? You're out of your
Maybe like
fucking
this.
mind, man. You don't get it, do you? I'm gonna put the fucking bullet right between your eyes if you don't do what I say now.
You shall not be robbing my register, sir. That money is...
Fuck!
Why did I have to press
Drop
like a number? What the
Now!
heck game?
Don't move!
What is that with the quick time events? And then they're like, oh yeah, you used to use just like WASD. Here's E. Here's 4. Like what?
Hands up!
Oh gosh.
Put your fucking hands up or I'll shoot!
Maybe I should lower. Let's calm him.
Don't panic.
Maybe I
Let's
should lower
just
the
stay
difficulty.
calm. Nobody here wants to hurt you. We're all just gonna be cool, and everything will be all right.
Yeah,
What's up with your mouth, dude?
I'm cool, man. Everything's gonna be all fucking right.
Those game controls are so what? They really are. It's so weird.
You don't really want to shoot anybody, do you?
Also, what's up with his mouth?
I'm sure we can find a way out of this mess, right?
Name?
My
To
name's Scott.
sympathize?
What about you? What's your name?
Andrew. My name's Andrew.
As if he's not realizing that we're getting closer and closer. Effective?
Do you have anyone you care for in your life? A girlfriend, maybe? A family?
Yeah. A little girl. I got a little girl.
For real, what's up with the mouth? I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously.
Are you deaf? I said put your hands up! I'm warning you! I'll shoot!
Cause I went into the menu.
Now, I want you to put the gun back in your pocket and quietly walk out of the store. My friend and I will forget about what just happened, and you'll have earned a second chance not to fuck up your life. What do you say?
Okay. Cool. We didn't lose a character. Gosh, what a crazy neighborhood.
Thousand thank you, sir. I don't know what would have happened if you had not been here.
Well, at least I didn't come by for nothing. Have a nice day.
When my boy, Reza, disappeared, I received a letter with a locker ticket inside. Inside the locker, I found this box. I do not understand what it means, but I think it must be a sort of message from the man who took my son from me.
Can I?
And he has that with himself in the shop?
Please, take the box if it can be of any use to you at all. It did not help me to save Reza, but maybe it will help you find the other little boy.
Why does he have that box with him in the shop?
Mr. Shelby. I was beginning to think that there was no good to be found in this place.
Oh.
I can see now that I was wrong.
Yeah. With all the rain, all the crime, it really seems like a depressing place. Oh. You are a new face. Who is she?